Yeah. All right. What's going on? Yes, sir. You already know you're in the building right now. The 100% PR show with your boy JT, Torres PR. I'm in the building with my man, the real Rick James.
What's good, everybody? How y'all doing?
And look good out there right now. Got some people on the check-in right now, you know, saying what's up, seeing what's going on. Thank you for everybody for tuning in to the weekly show, you know, every Thursday, 7 to 9. You have LA, you know, they're the first, you know, hour of the show. You know, then you have, Cheyenne and Peg Star, you know, with their wacky news. And then it concludes with us, you know, the 100% PR show with JT, the boy, the real Rick James, from 8:30 to 9. And,
Closing it out.
My man PT Spin on the ones and twos, as always. What's up, my good sir?
What's up, brother?
Everything good, man. Feeling lovely. And yourself?
All right.
Where were you at last week? We missed you. What happened?
Down on the weather.
Weather's
been against me, man.
How you feeling now? You good?
I couldn't shake it the last week.
Okay.
It's all good.
I'm good. I'm ready to go.
You was here in spirit, you know what I'm saying? It's all love, you know what I mean?
That's what it is.
Good to have you back, my dude.
Cool, man. So, we have a great show coming for you today. First and foremost, we're going to go into a little bit of current events. Some hip-hop statistics as far as, some record sales. Go into a couple of tracks by, some really dope artists, some LI in New York. And then we're also going to talk about, our top 10 favorite hip-hop artists of all times. Rick James and I. It's definitely our opinion.
That's going to be good.
But, if you have an opinion, please come on the check-in.
Ooh,
definitely.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be lovely. Definitely talk on the chat room, If you want to call in, that would be 516-945-9099. And definitely, as always, we encourage you to, after the show, take a little brief minute or two and log into StrongIsland.com, become a member.
Yeah, 'cause I got no friends. Actually, wait, Cookie's my friend. I need some friends. So.
Yeah, now we got a couple of friends, and after you make your profile, you definitely want to check out Sicko, Strong Island Clothing Company. So you see me being fresh with the white tee, SINY, not Staten Island, New York, Strong Island, New York. So get it right, please. If you want to get some fresh threads and be fresh as I'm definitely go on StrongIsland.com, be a member, check out Sicko Clothing Company, and represent Strong Island NY. All right. So, what's up, my good brother, Rick James?
Man, nothing. You know what? I'm not feeling the best today, but I had to come out. I had to be here. Working on hard. I rushed straight here, but, I do it for the people. I love to do it. So, hi, everybody. How you?
That's what's up, man. I'm feeling lovely. Today was my first day actually utilizing mass transit, going to work.
Oh, how'd that go?
It was all right. Rock the railroad, LIRR.
You took the 2 to the 1?
Yeah. I took the, the 2 to the 1, 96th Street, and then transferred over to 145th. But they be trying to rape you with the prices on the railroad, my brother.
Yo,
it was like $13.50 on peak.
It hurts. Because you know what it is? I just stopped working in the city. So I used to have a monthly ticket.
Yeah.
A little drop that one time. But now I'm out there occasionally here and there. $23 just to go to work. It's like, what's wrong with that?
It's crazy, man. So, I thank God, for, giving me the opportunity to have a job, be employed enough where I could actually afford to go to work.
This is true. But you know why? We do this because we can move closer, but we love Long Island, Strong Island. That's why we do this commute. So
yeah, it's worth it. In the bigger scheme of things, I love being a Long Islander. I still got roots for my peoples in Bushwick. Brooklyn all day. I know Ricky got some roots in Brooklyn as well.
East Flatbush.
There we go. But SINY, you already know. So I got a couple things here as far as some hip hop album sales ending from last week. It's about a couple different people. So, I'll share it with you, Rick, and the rest of the Strong Island viewers. So as of 1/8/2012, last week, is a couple albums. So, you have your boy Drake with the Take Care album, number 4, selling 32,000 albums, which puts him total at 1.3 million.
That's good, because that came out November, so 1.3 million, 3 months.
Nah, he's doing his thing out there. That's a beautiful thing.
I guess a little beef gets you your record selling, right?
I don't know. I think out of the 1.3, I think 1.28 were females that bought that album. No disrespect to the cats that actually bought it, because I respect him. I think he's a good artist, but he does it for the ladies.
You know what's funny though? A couple of dudes would come up to me and be like, that Take Care album is good money, but nah, I can't do it.
I haven't heard it, so I can't be biased, but it's probably dope, whatever. But I'll let Shorty buy it for me. All right, so number 6, we got Young Jeezy, TM 103, Hustler's Ambition, sold 24,000 copies last week, so that puts him at a grand total at 361,000. A little surprising for Jeezy, considering he got that big push. You know, 361 is alright. You know, it's almost gold.
I mean, he's only been out maybe 4 weeks now. He did 175 in his first week. So,
alright.
You know, that's respectable.
That's cool.
Motherfucker work in this day and age. You know, that's respectable.
Alright, so number 7, we got Rihanna with Talk That Talk, 22,000 sold last week. Puts at 563K. Not bad. Number 11, we
Barbados.
got... Yeah, Barbados. She's lovely. I want to bite her. Number 11, we got LMFAO. Sorry for Party Rockin'. 16,000 copies last week with a total of 166,000.
Is that really hip-hop?
I don't know if it's hip-hop, but I fucks with him. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? I respect him. Not really my lane, my genre, but I respect it. And you will catch me doing that little dance.
You know, they got that music just make you happy. You just want to just get it in. Like,
yeah, definitely get it in. Even though they took their name LMFAO off a fucking acronym off like BBM and shit. So much love to LMFAO. You know, laugh my fucking ass off. Beautiful. All right, number 12, you got your boy Yo Gotti.
Here's the thing, Yo Gotti.
Yo Gotti sold 16,000 records and he's tight. Like, who is Yo Gotti?
Yo Gotti's very tight about selling 16,000 records. He feels his label undershipped him. So, I don't know. He got a little buzz in the industry. He got a little buzz down south. I mean,
I'm just tight that his name is Yo Gotti. Like, when I think about Gotti, I think about John Gotti. Forget about it. Like, mobsters, mafia. I don't think about no disrespect, an African-American rap artist named Yo Gotti. It doesn't coincide. That's just me.
From Memphis.
From Memphis. Come on, B. At least be from like Queens or from like fucking Howard Beach or something.
Exactly.
Really though?
I don't understand these Midwest artists.
Shout out to my man Mike Mills. He'd be like, really though? Alright, number 25, we got Jay-Z and Kanye West. Watch the Throne selling 13,000 last week. Puts him at 1.261. So 1.2 million. So almost 1.3.
Let's think about this now. It's been out for what, like 4 or 5 months, and Drake is outsold those guys.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Drake's doing his thing. All right, number 28, we got Lil Wayne, the Carter 4, 12,000, putting him at a total of 1.947, almost 2 million. So shout out to Lil Wayne, Common, the Dreamer, the Believer, 8,500, which puts him at 106,000. Respectable should be higher than that. Wale, number 57, with the Ambition album, 6,100 last week, put him at 339,000. And lastly, a gentleman by the name of Schoolboy Q, Habits and Contradictions, selling a whopping 3,900 records.
But he did that with no promotion, no marketing, no advertising. And that's the second time he's cracked the top 100 like that on a debut.
I know that. Unfortunately, I never heard of the gentleman, whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Schoolboy, you know what I mean? I'll YouTube him.
He got some tracks with ASAP if you down with that movement. But
ASAP Rocky is the Harlem version of Wiz Khalifa.
On lean.
On leaning. That's crazy. All right, no doubt. So, all right, so we went through that. So what I want to do right now is just, represent, shout out to my local artists, you know what I'm saying, my peoples, definitely. About to shout out my man, Pillsbury, you know what I'm saying, doing his damn thing, representing Amityville, A-ville, you know what I'm saying, 516-631.
Pills.
Definitely gonna play a track from him. I mean, the shit is dope, you know what I'm saying, my man just came back, doing a little bit. Did his time, but now he's back, he's grinding, he's focused. So far sent me some heat, you know what I'm saying? So, I look forward to bringing him on the show with us, and showcasing, what he got to offer, 631, I'm saying?
I know him from a little back, from a card store in the pizzeria at lunch.
Word.
He was nice in the video games.
That's what it is, man. So, without further ado, man, big shout out to my man, like I said, my man Pills, a.k.a. Pillsbury, you know what I'm saying? About to get to a track from him, you know what I'm saying? Name of the track is called Drama. You don't want no drama.
Let's get into it.
Alright, so let's get it. My man Pills, Drama.
Yeah. Cool out, Holmes. Before I back the tool out, Holmes. Straight shots that built flesh and blew out bones. My team make dudes skip town, move out, Holmes. Scanners, laser scopes when I move out, Holmes. Drama. I'm talking about drive-bys and shootouts. Banging till you empty every slug in the tool out. Riding through the hood, trying air nigga crew out. Tension so thick, make the neighbors wanna move out. Drama. Where you gotta keep your vest on. Broad daylight, niggas getting crept on. And that block you claim you could get left on. Cause you slept on the same toes you stepped on. Drama. when you really want a nigga dead. I'm talking about putting money on a nigga's head. It don't matter if it's some funny shit a nigga said, or for that drug money underneath the nigga bed. I bet I leave a nigga dead if he act up. The slugs in his 9 hit him harder than a Mack truck. That slick shit, it better stay in your mouth. If you ain't built for the drama, nigga, stay in your house.
Drama, you don't want no drama, boy. You ain't a cool motherfucker, you a mama's boy. Drama, when it comes to this drama, nigga, you a virgin, just like Madonna, nigga. Drama, you don't want no drama, boy. You ain't a cool motherfucker, you a mama's boy. Drama, when it comes to this drama, nigga, I shake the buildings, just like Osama, nigga. Drama.
Not your ordinary rap beef, world star hip hop come up or even smack beef. Yeah, every ordinary day stay strapped beef. Going to war with goons that don't lack beef. Drama! While you creeping with a nigga bitch, and you eating where another nigga sleeping shit. You in the crib laid up with the reefer lit, money in the closet, and you ain't never peeped the shit. Drama! It get much worse. Go to war with niggas that's major bloodthirst over major drug turf. Blocks ain't big enough for both of y'all to pump work. Only one eat is the nigga who let his gun burst. Drama! I done seen blood spill for it. Niggas doing 25 to life twice still for it. If you ain't built for it, do yourself a favor. If you ain't willing to ride or get killed for it.
Drama! You don't want no drama, boy. You ain't a cool motherfucker, you a mama's boy. Drama! When it comes to this drama, nigga, you a virgin, just like Madonna, nigga. Drama! You don't want no drama, boy. You ain't a cool motherfucker, you a mama's boy. Drama! When it comes to this drama, nigga, I shake the buildings, just like Osama, nigga. Drama!
Pills. I like that right there. I like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was, my boy Pills, a.k.a. Pillsbury, representing Amityville, Strong Island, you know what I'm saying? What do you think about that, Rick?
It's tough. It's definitely tough. I respect that. I like it. Feeling it. Let's get it, Pills.
Yeah, it's got a little Beanie Siegel-esque. Like, got that real, that grittiness, you know what I'm saying? That real hip-hop.
You know,
street, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean? A lot of cats talk that talk, but don't really live that lifestyle. And he has, so he's credible, you know what I mean?
And it got out when you heard that. So that's what I'm feeling. You know, I'm always down for that good, hard, grimy music.
Yeah, I'm down for it too. You already know. All right, cool. So, definitely playing a couple of tracks in a little bit, my man, Mike Mills in a little. But, for right now, we've been talking about this, especially for us, our top 10, hip hop artists of all times. And I know everybody has an opinion and, people, in no particular order will we talk about these. Maybe towards the latter half in the beginning. But for the most part, this is Rick James and myself, Torres PR. This
is my opinion. Do not take it as the Holy Grail. This is me.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it will vary, but I mean, definitely in the chat room, if anybody's looking, to give their opinion on what we're saying as far as our top 10, definitely feel free. Also, if you want to call in, that'll be 516-945-9099. You can call us in and just, rock it or drop it and say, is you down with it or you think we're bugging?
Yeah, if you ain't feeling it, let us know. I mean, we good debaters, so
yeah, definitely.
Let's hear it.
I dig it. All right, my man. So let me go first, man. So starting with number 10, I have to put my man Slick Rick the Ruler. Hands down, one of the best storytellers, if not the best storyteller in hip-hop history. That's my dude. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with him, Slick Rick the Ruler. How about you, Rick? What do you think?
You know what? I'm shocked you said that. And I'm shocked you said that. But, he's definitely a great rapper. He's definitely the best storyteller probably of all time.
For real?
At least from the Bronx. I mean, there might be another one from another borough somewhere later in my list, but we'll see.
All right.
But my number 10, I went down south. I went with Scarface.
All right.
Face Mob? Definitely. I mean, I remember being a kid and I remember first hearing that, that man crying. Never seen a man cry until I seen a man die. Yeah. Before when he used to get it in with the Ghetto Boys and that Miles playing tricks on me.
That was shit.
Yeah, that video was a video that freaked me out. I was like 5, 6 years old, but
to this day, that joint still is a fish. I could bump that no problem in a whip.
I mean, that joint's tough. His music, and he spanned for a long time. So, I definitely, if I had to put out an artist down, from the South, Scarface, I definitely could fill that bill. I mean, he was a great artist all around, good all around threat.
For sure. Nah, I respect it definitely. To go next on number 9 for myself, I gotta give it out to my boy, my man, Big Pun, Punisher. You know what I'm saying? Not just because he's Boricua, 100% PR. Even regardless of that, like lyrically, he might be even higher, but I'm gonna let him out because there's other people there. But Big Pun lyrically, his wordplay, you know what I'm saying? His substance and the way he put words together, immaculate. Big Pun, my number 9 artist. How about you, Rick?
Alright, I kind of broke the rule on this one, but I just felt what they do together as a duo just makes them a great MC overall. So I actually put Outkast, down to Dre 3000 and Big Boy. So I went there. Quiminize album you could just still play to the day right now. ATLians was just great music. So I broke the rule there. That's the last time I'll break it. But I just felt collaboratively they're a really good group, and I had to put them on my top 10.
No, definitely. I mess with it. You know what I'm saying? Andre 3000, definitely dope. I mess with it. Number 8, I gotta go. Ladies love him. Cool James. LL Cool J. I mean, he was so proclaimed the GOAT, but definitely he's been doing this since 85. Gotta respect it. Been in the game. End a lot of people's careers. LL Cool J, my number 8.
That's a good Rick? Pick. You know what I got? People gonna get mad at me here. Probably like this too low. I mean, he's lucky to be on this list because about 10 years ago I really was not a fan, and I'm still not. But Tupac. Tupac at number 8. His music, I was late, like I said, I wasn't really a fan, and I went back as I got older, took a listen to it, and I felt like that's just somebody you gotta respect. The way he tells the story, his emotion comes out. It's just his inflection is on his tracks. I went with Tupac, so
all right.
Mad at me, whatever.
Cool. I know some people might agree, some people might disagree, but I don't care because it's my opinion. For number 7, I'm gonna put Eminem up there, Marshall Mathers. Now I'm going based upon lyrics, freestyle, album sales, creativity, and just being an overall MC. I think Marshall Mathers, Eminem, ever since '94, since we came out with our first LP, Infinite, and then he came with the Slim Shady EP, then the LP, then the Marshall Mathers. I think it was dope, man. So I mean, he been doing it for a couple. I'm gonna put him at number 7, Eminem, Marshall Mathers.
You cheating, yo. Why? My number 7 was Eminem.
All right.
Definitely. I mean, for all the reasons you expressed right there. I mean, you go back from the beginning, back to Infinite. You can even come up to today with the last album. So, I mean, I don't need to say no more. John explained that one. Eminem.
Cool. All right, man. My number 6, some people from Brooklyn might get tired of me, but it's so lovely. I'm gonna put Biggie up in there. I know people like, wow, number 6. One shouldn't be like top 3. Like I said, man, Biggie was the man. He had a big influence on hip hop. He transitioned from street to the more, kind of shiny suit era, before he passed away, rest in peace, with Puffy, man. But, Biggie definitely did his thing, put the borough on his back, and definitely opened up the lane for many people. So I'm going to put, Notorious B.I.G., Biggie Smalls on number 6.
My number 6, it's funny that you went with Biggie at number 6, and my number 6, I'm going to fly out west. I'm going to go with Snoop. Snoop Dogg, was it damn near 20 years? Since Doggy Style came out, since you first heard him back on the Chronic, I mean, what more can you not say about that? Go back and listen to Doggy Style and tell me you can't call that a classic album, or I mean, I'll put it in my top 10 albums all time. So
I'll do that too.
And he's stood the test of time. He's evolved. I mean, not everybody could do that. They come in, they get their bloods, and then they fade out. But that man's evolved to the point where he's still relevant. So Snoop Doggy.
All right, no doubt. My number 5, I'm gonna have to put the Blastmaster KRS-One, most official dudes ever, and year to date or ever in history to date. Nobody's ever beat him in a battle. You've never heard someone come out the face and say, "Yo, I beat KRS-One in a battle." That's the Blastmaster. Been doing this since '87. Official tissue, and it's still relevant in the game. I mean, the Blastmaster, Chris KRS-One.
All right, so. Too bad his track just went off from behind me because that one mic was playing on the below us, but Nas. Nas is going to be my number 5. I know you probably disagree with me, and a lot of the kids I grew up with probably disagree with me, but, Nas is number 5. He's great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's not a great artist, but I just feel like there's other people above him. For what he does, though, is great. You can't say there's not too many people out there better than him lyrically. And he makes good music, and once again, I'm still glad he's here today. You know what's funny thing about Nas though? He's never ever won like no Grammy or Soul Train or AMA. None of those awards in his life, and he's still considered to be great. So that shows you how accolades sometimes ain't really necessary.
But he even states in interviews himself. He said one time, "What is an award? Like exactly. What is it really co-signing? You know, at least to him, you know, a BET award, MTV award. It's all rigged. It's all biased. It's all paid under the table, so it's irrelevant. End of the day, it's still the truth." So real quickly, number 4, I'm about to get into my man Jay-Z. You know, Sean Carter, you know what I'm saying, aka Hovito, aka The God. Jay-Z's official, representing Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying, Marcy Projects. Been doing it for a minute, since the originators back in 93, I want to say, 94. Still relevant, hip-hop mogul, not a businessman, he's a businessman. Handle my business, damn.
Nice. Good one. You know, so number 4... This takes me back. He got the same name as me. It's MC Ricky D, Slick Rick.
All right.
I had to go there. The great storyteller. I mean, my name's Ricky too. You know, as a little kid, I had to hear off Ravishing I Am Pressed. You know that little Seek for Courageous? I was just like, damn, I gotta rock that all the time because that's me. But on the Real Children's Story, Lottie Dottie, all those are just great tracks. Go back, take a listen to the Adventures of Slick Rick if you need to get familiar.
Nah, I dig it. So, yo, we got the top 3 left for Rick James, Torres, PR. You know, before we, finish off with that, I just want to go into a quick check with my man Mike Mills. Big shout out to my homie Fall Rock's Mike Mills, doing the damn thing with the studio last night in New Jersey. And that King's Landing album coming soon is ridiculous. Like, I mean, I'm just gonna play this track, and you'll see in due time, whatever. So, real quickly, we're gonna get into the joint. You know, my man Mike Mills. The name of the track is called "Moving Fast," off that King's Landing album featuring Chris Buck. Strong Island, we in the building, you heard? Let's go.
Yeah. Alright, nigga. That's what you want, nigga? The beast is awaiting.
Fast, riding slow, moving fast, shot a blow. Y'all don't know what this is, y'all don't know how I live. Moving fast, riding slow, moving fast, shot a blow. Y'all don't know what this is,
I'm trying to show them how to walk, they trying to tell me how to run. Ain't never been in war, but trying to tell me about a gun. I look at these niggas and laugh like, goddamn, y'all dumb. You're running in place with fast feet, go ahead and run. I swear I got a low tolerance for stupidity. Word to new. This here's a grown man's sport. Take off the tutu. You popping bottles at pity parties looking for boo-boos with dudes who feel the same way you do. That's so pathetic. You live in a 28 with Broadway life. It's all boo-boo. And real niggas ain't buying. Give it to your boo-boo. I'm a gangster like Guru, but bang with niggas that's neutral. They cuckoo. They ask you what's cracking and holler. Nigga. Nobody. Always talking, gun talking, ain't clapping. Nobody. You ain't gonna stop till you find me in hell. Letting the wings on my eagle propel. I see you in hell.
moving fast, riding slow, moving fast, shot a blow. Y'all don't know what this is, y'all don't know how I live. Moving fast, riding slow, moving fast, shot a blow. Y'all don't know what this is,
Humility's out the window, since nobody respects it. It's back to punching niggas in they face for talking reckless. My whole clique's starving, and it's looking like your necklace is fixing to beat tonight's supper, ain't tomorrow's breakfast. I'm oh so connected, my flow so perfected, my glow so majestic. You see how I'm shining, nigga, my soul so protected. If I'm ever standing in the way, the foes directed, and you don't see me run or get low, how respected. Understand I know all the shit you down, which leads me to do all the real shit that I know you won't do. Y'all fool, and this hope is a spectacle. Look at them in the video, moving like homosexuals. I'm out to start snapping on these niggas with no jokes involved, just bone cracking on they figures. Somehow they still misconstrue the smartest with the dumbest. I advise you drop your mic or get punished, cause we in the field.
Yeah. That was my man, Fall Rock, a.k.a. Mike Mills, with his, joint moving fast off that King's Landing album.
What up, man?
Much anticipated, man. He's doing his damn thing, man. His work ethic is impeccable. I've been blessed with the opportunity to actually see him grind, on a regular basis and see the creative process of him in the studio, man. So I salute you, my G, Fall Rock Mills. Right. And also, with our show as well, if you don't get a chance to check us live, you could always go on YouTube, type in The Weekly Show, 100 PR, and you can see all of our, joints pre-recorded, you know what I'm saying? So you could definitely check that out.
Definitely do. I mean,
Word.
and what up, Mills? I don't really get out like that, but one time I know he be grinding because one time I just went out to meet one of my boys and he was out there doing a photo shoot, just trying to get it, do his thing. So that's been a minute ago, and it's good to see him shine and doing big things. I know you standing strong behind him.
Most definitely, man. That's my G right there. So to wrap it up, I'm gonna give you my top 3 rappers of all times, and again, you could agree or disagree, but this is my opinion. So number 3, I got Rakim representing Strong Island. Wine Dance, doing the damn thing. Had that ill-ass hook for my man Fish Grease's Strong Island track. And number 2, I got my man Nas, NAS, Nasir Jones, Queensbridge, Official Tissue. I still think he beat Jay-Z in the battle. He lost the war. Won the battle, lost the war, but that's my opinion. And number 1, my man Tupac Amari Shakur. That's it.
Respectable, okay. So number 3, I went with Rakim, Long Island. Jay-Z came in at number 2. So I kept it in Brooklyn for number 1. I had to do it. When I was growing up, that's where it was. Notorious B.I.G.
All right, so I got Pac, you got Big, so it's only right.
It's only right the way it should be, right? Rest in peace.
You already know, man. But we're gonna wrap it up. Time went by pretty fast, man. But thanks a lot. Also, we have a boy by the name of Scotty Rubenstein from Scott Rubenstein. What in tarnation? What's going on, Scott?
What
man?
up, Scott?
I haven't seen this cat since graduation in 01. What up, baby? Yo, shout out to Scott Rubenstein.
Honestly, here's the thing about Scott Rubenstein, because I had a lot of classes with Scott Rubenstein back in the day. I never ever heard of what a bar mitzvah was until I was in 4th grade, just because Scott Rubenstein. So,
yo, that's what it is.
Shout out to Scott.
Yeah, man, that's what it is. So again, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you check us. JT Torres PR, my man, the real Rick James here every Thursday, 8:30 to 9 o'clock on 100% PR show. Also, make sure that you check out the whole weekly show every Thursday from 7 to 9. Shout out to LA, PT Spin on the 1s and 2s. You can follow me back on Twitter at Torres1PR.
Ricky James on Facebook.
Rick James on Facebook. Ricky James on Facebook.
Hit me up.
Torres1PR.
Gotta get a Twitter.
You need that Twitter in your life. Yeah. And, big shout out to LA once again. Stay tuned in. We got my man Brando, Stealth, and DJ Goomba. The Rebel Clique. Repping it from 9 to 11. All right, y'all. So thanks for tuning in, my peoples. We love y'all. Till next week. Peace.
Night.